Okay, and we should be coming up. I hit the button. Now let us see. So there's almost some live hype. My image changed over there, but it's just got a swirling. And it still has a swirling. Okay, time to refresh my own screen. Okay. It doesn't have the swirly now. Okay. Resume. God, I hate the word resume. I'm sick of the word resume. And all things resume related. Okay. So, how's everybody doing tonight, aside from Josh being barely awake? See, I said we were going to go into the tavern. Kind of thinking about finishing off the stuff at the Chanter's board first. There's nothing major, but you know, this early on I can always use heaps and money. When bears attack, and the last keepsake. When bears attack, accept. Keepsake, accept. Let's see, where did I put my quests? Not there. Lothering. The Chanter's board. Call infected bears and find the orphan's mother. Oh, let's see. We had a wild penny cache appeared. It must be the kid who wants his mommy or something. Let's see. Oh, there's a corpse out there. Me and my big ass hammer. Oh, woofs. Let's get a little closer before we worry about pausing. Okay, I will attack that one. Sten, you can attack that one. What can you do? Well, I don't know. Lightning the one in the back there. And Alistair, go. Shield pummel that one. Sounds good. Holy crap! Nobody's getting too hurt yet. That was a lot of woofs. Well, it would only get sore if it was, you know, bouncing and slapping you in the butt repeatedly. If it's well secured, although this seems to be swinging side to side, that'd probably rub. Yep, that's a corpse, all right. I found a keepsake. Let's see. And the bear calling ought to be over here. And we're saving. Ah, some bars. Raging bars. Okay, here we go. Alistair. Shield defense is sustained. That needs to be over here. Pummel this bar in front of me. Sten. Oh great, you can taunt. You got the precise striking and the threaten. Turn that on. That's also sustained. That's an attack. That's a sustained. You're not going to have any stamina to do anything. Let's swap these two. This will be more like what I have. Okay. Let's see. Make that guy vulnerable. Laurent. Evening. Just in time to smack some bears. Is that all? Okay. Is that really all? So the bears are dead, no longer a problem. Found the body of the orphan boy's mother. Found her keepsake. Should return it to the chantry in Lothering. ASAP. Top bears. Oh, Methodiel sneaked in. Or I wasn't paying enough attention. Where's the sprint key? I need a sprint key. Love some Dragon Age. You know, I don't even remember when the last time was that I actually played the first game. It would have been before Inquisition came out. I think I went through another playthrough just to refamiliarize myself with the world. Although that probably would have been around the time I heard that there was an Inquisition coming, as opposed to immediately before it came out.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Items received. What did we receive? Elfruit, Oathkeeper. It's a gift. That's just some stuff to sell. I wonder if that Oathkeeper is a better weapon for Alistair. Let's see. It's steel versus grey iron. Yeah, more damage, more penetration. Yeah, use that one. It looks slightly cooler too. Oh, that's right. There was also a knight in here. Let's go. As long as we're standing next to the chantry, let's go talk to this guy.
Who?
Huh?
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only
Yesterday.
a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I should go. Yeah, this
Why
one.
is that, if I may ask?
I'm the open and trusting type.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Well, he's your boss.
He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Shouldn't you be fleeing?
My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Something I found a while back.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Humor me.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go.
No,
Thank you again,
I should
good
go.
sir. You have been most helpful.
That's my line. Okay, I'm not ignoring you, Josh. I just wanted to get through that dialogue. Are you talking about what's this thing? No, that's not what I was looking for. The tactics? You're talking about this stuff? I have not really set much up at all. Later on in the game, when I start getting my ass handed to me, I'll probably set something up, and I'll probably do it off screen so that you guys don't have to watch me tinker around with that thing for half an hour. Okay, so there, we talked to that guy. Now, to the tavern!
Mother, where are you?
She's over there, kid. She's in the middle of the field.
Take care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
Hmm? What?
Never mind.
Oh, hey, there's stuff over there.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
Oh. You mean like in the big tapestry thing? Not tapestry, but I'm trying to think what it was actually called. No, I don't lock myself into stuff, although I tend to play a human warrior in the first game. One of these days I'll actually do the dwarf storyline.
All the Redcliffe knights were looking for it.
In Inquisition I have done
I don't get it.
warrior, rogue, and mage. The rogue was a ranged one. Yeah, keep, that's right. I mean, it looks kind of like a...
He says
yeah.
the mages in the tower out on Lake Cullenhod are all turned
That,
into
yes, that.
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need my protection, but these men will blindly follow their master's command even unto death.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Turn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill the sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. I'm just gonna go talk to that guy and get his quest. Let's see. There's Alistair. Let's see. You are reaching for a bow. Okay. Alistair, let's have you shield pummel leader dude. And I will sunder arms leader dude. Sten, you run back there and get arrow dude. And let's have you mind blast, because they're pretty close.
I should be merciful. You should run while you can.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good.
Huh?
They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Yeah, let's take a message to him.
What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him right away. Now, thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Besides, I'm the only sister around here that's wearing a weapon.
Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was. Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Wait, what?
The Maker told me to.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Yeah, alright.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Hi, I read the script. I'm coming with you now.
Vashaden.
Indeed.
In fact, I will go ahead and bring her along now. Let's see if we can... she's not high enough. Oh, she's going to need more strength to wear the battle dress. I only have this one little long bow. She can take that. And then that can be her number 2 weapon. Along with a shield? Yeah. And she can probably use better... No, she's got better boots. There. I like to keep her in the back rank, flinging arrows at spellcasters. Yeah, we've got enough warrior types, right? What does this guy want?
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell.
See what you've got. Oh, let's see. I can do without these. At some point, I'll give this one to Liliana. I don't need clothing. Ooh, what's this? Reduces hostility, plus 10 physical resistance. It's kind of nice sounding. I don't think I'm wearing an amulet either. I could... No, I am. I'm wearing the Warden's Oath. Reduces hostility. I could actually put that on somebody else. I'm probably going to have Leliana around a lot. That wouldn't be a bad one for her. So that people don't go after her in the back rank. Let's see. Don't need that. Don't need that because I don't do those things. And I can sell that. So let's go back to this. Buy it. Put it on Leliana. She's got one too. Willpower. Oh, that one has to go to Leliana, I see. Okay, now let's talk to him
You're
again.
about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell. You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Farewell. Wait, why do you still have an exclamation mark?
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell. Check the Chanter's board by the Chantry.
Okay.
There's good jobs there.
Already did that.
No, don't suppose you know anything about poison.
No.
Well, my farm is far from town, and I'm not embarrassed to say I'm nervous about Darkspawn. I've got some traps around the place. I've heard the poison hurts them beasties just as good as anybody else. Well, then those bleeding sad salts should stay off my land, eh? Besides, these days, any folk out at night is more than like to slit your throat. Can you make poison or not?
No.
That's what Elder Miriam said. But it's my coin and my land. I just want to rest a little easier at night.
How is it that Terran no gain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
I heard he saw just in time.
Let's see. So we need to go see that anyway. And so these are, you know, go talk to the different groups that we need to go talk to. Let's see. Rest and resupply. We've arrived in Lothering. May rest and resupply here. Past the village lies Imperial Highway. The highway will take you to the various places you need to go. So, since I'm not going to get that guy any poison, that should be just about it. I can head back over here. Time to leave. Had enough of this one-horse town. Or something. Oh hey, there's a chest over here. Oh, I can't unlock it.
Allow me. I
If
can
only,
do that for you.
if only I had a rogue.
It's done.
We done heard
Oh,
what
no.
was said. You're a warden. I don't know
this
if you
isn't gonna
killed
go well.
King Kalen, and make her forgive me. I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
As you wish.
You're the mouthpiece, I'll take you out. Okay, Liliana. You, I told to do this. Let me see. Put the stealing over there. Put the poison making over here. That's archery. That's archery. That's stabbery. That's archery. That's your sustainability. That's archery. That's stabbery. Now, why don't you shoot this guy? And Morgan, you can Mind Blast.
Too easy.
Dink. Poor refugees. And they didn't even have anything. Guess they shouldn't have attacked me then. You know, I may need to go ahead and set up tactics for Liliana just because I want her using ranged. Archer! Yeah, there we go. Being attacked by melee attack, you can do that. Target has high or medium armor rating, shattering shot. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want you doing.
Speak.
I don't want to speak. Yeah, drain life, surrounded by at least 2, do a mind blast. Do a horror, yeah, that's good. And Alistair. There we go. Okay. Only got 4 tactic slots, but you know, that's okay. We'll get more later. Tink, 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 tink. Well, looks like this mess is still here. I don't remember there being a woman's body there. And we're heading out. Quest completed. Yes, gather and venture forth. Little white Delios.
Bad dreams, huh?
Why are you bothering me?
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Anything else I should know?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing? No. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
do. Yeah, the Durg, I don't remember where the Durg is. He's over here? He's over here. I can talk to him.
Oh, why, you little... Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Duh, you don't do that to a dog.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Who's a good boy? I can talk to Alistair.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and
everything.
I'm sorry.
Yes, well, let's just forget about it.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe
Zanzibar, it depends on the size of the lap.
Still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for them when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just... Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Alistair approves. +3. All that, and I got a measly +3 out of it. Let's go talk to Crazy Woman.
Yes?
You should go.
Well, here I am. Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
It can be.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I don't need the Maker looking at me anyway.
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
No approval?
Yes?
Let's talk some
Well,
more.
here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Yeah?
In my dream, I fell. Oh, Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? I don't know. He made this world. He could destroy it. But there is so much worth saving. You're such a pessimist.
Oh, she didn't like that. Let's go talk to Sten.
Why are we stopping? There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight. No.
I wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty. I am.
What made you decide to do that?
Decide? I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world. Compared to what? What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting. As you wish.
Okay, he gave me a little tiny bit of approval for that. And we'll go talk to Morgan a bit. Get out of the fire.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Yeah, it does sound like something you'd do.
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe.
Well,
Some of these
that.
traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That is all.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I forgot about that answer. I'm not going to pick it, but I forgot about that one.
You're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us
Little?
proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
And we got some approval there. Okay, that's good. Talk to everybody, got a little approval. Let's go see what this guy wants.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Now, let's see what we can buy. Can't buy these anytime soon. I've only got 6 gold. Here we go. Here's the blood dragon stuff. Plate helmet, plate gauntlets. It's gonna cost some money to actually unlock it. And some rings. And some runes. Lots of runes. And some of these gifts that we'll be able to use. You got to be careful. Some of these are gag gifts, and they actually reduce their happiness rating. I'll have to look it up. Like, for example, Leliana's really got a thing for footwear, so if you give her the ugly boots, she'll really not like you. Sten, you can give this butterfly sword, and he really doesn't get very happy with that. Ah, there we go, backpack. Oh, I can't afford to buy a backpack. So it would actually increase my capacity to 80 instead of 70. So I guess I need to come up with some more money. Well, let's talk to Sandal.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy
Feathers
here
for tickling.
is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
So this is the only thing I've got right now that can actually be enchanted. And I can put a little lightning rune in it. Might as well go ahead. I've got the opportunity. So there, now Alistair has a lightning sword. You can just see his butt is farting lightning. What else does he
You and your
have?
friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
So what's your story?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose. So, as I said, things were going well, but good things must come to an end. One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure, something worth a little gold. That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Didn't mention the boy.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
How about rumors?
I hear
Any
news from
rumors?
Denerim that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
I should go.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
And let's go talk to this guy. This guy is, he opens up a thing for some DLC. My recollection is it's a little tougher than I am yet, so...
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that. Ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
Okay.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back.
Come on, Cat.
I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
But I'm not doing that yet. I think it would be dangerous to do it now. Okay. I still don't know what it is he wants to talk about. Oh, feast day gifts. Okay, he's got the gifts. So let's continue on to Redcliffe.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Let's use the same ones we've been using. So now the map is more or less open, and I can go wherever I want. I can go to Denerim. There's Soldier's Peak. Obviously, I'll do that later. You can go to Lake Calenhad Docks, which is how you get to the Circle. I can go to the Frostback Mountains, which is how you get to Orzammar. Just a place you can go. I think this is more DLC, actually. Redcliffe Village, which is where we're going to go. Flemeth's Hut, we can always go visit her. And the Brazilian outskirts, where you can go talk to the Dalish Elves. So, let's go start with Redcliffe, and you can always go back to camp. Let's go talk to Redcliffe. Oops, whenever it stops in the middle there, that means you got an encounter with wandering monsters, or bandits, or whatever. Okay, why are you not on this? You're supposed to be on that. Oh, some Deathroot. The Emissary. Okay, you need to take out the Emissary. Let's see. Stick that Emissary to the ground. You can the lightning crap out of that Emissary. Alistair, go see if you can get the attention of the Alpha. And I am also going to go after the Emissary. See if I can finish it. Now I can help the Alpha.
Here we go.
And a mighty blow. Oh, one of them put a trap down there for Liliana. Helpotis.
On it. Right.
And he doesn't have anything, but there's more elf fruit over here.
As you wish.
No, Liliana is the only wandering minstrel around here. Now, let's continue. Redcliffe Castle.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly? No, I'm not his son. I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Oh. Really? You're just sitting there hiding the fact that you're a royal bastard. So you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I can't believe you were so stupid. Oh, here's an even better question.
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that.
Yes, you can.
I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense.
Yeah, not
And
with a big
that's
sword on your
fine
back,
by
you'd
me.
stab them.
No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that.
Don't think about that.
Don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Oh, this will be good.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
I like Alistair. Okay, now what do we have around? Oh, more Deathroot. Let's go pick that.
Let's get started.
Let's get started picking the Deathroot. That leads back out. That's right. Okay. Thomas.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
He's not a total murder hobo.
The Arl? Then you don't know. Has nobody out there heard? He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
Evil.
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
And if I won't go with you, it is far. There's the village with the chantry. Redcliffe.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, we're
No, my
complex
lord.
travelers.
They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes, though I'm just as surprised about that as you are, believe me.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. That Loghain pulled out his own men in order to save them. That Cailan risked the entire nation's safety in the name of glory. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
I can help drive him back.
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh.
Ah,
they
zombies.
hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
No, I think we need to leave.
Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
On my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
So Morgan disapproves because she doesn't think we should be helping.
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
Book
Blessed
and
art
pile
thou
of
who
books.
seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who
Read the
seeks
book.
his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter.
Free
who has
XP.
sacrificed
Gone
her
on
a long trip. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our...
Can't get over there because it's full of pews.
I'm scared, Mother. When
More
are the
books.
bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all
More
right.
book.
I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home? I don't know. Father,
I'm so scared.
Person with quest.
Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
No, you're not bothering me.
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Pews, yes. Symmetrical poo stacking. You're right, right. No human being would stack poos like this.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl. You want the children to hear you?
So we're gonna putter around town for a little bit.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
Robin Sachs.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
And I'm making my goddamn cookies.
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either.
Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help. His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first. I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Let's see, I think I have to talk him out of that. We'll save here.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough. All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Let's get started.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are? A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Well, I gotta go to the castle eventually anyway.
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night. If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Yep.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
No two people are not on fire. Yeah, Morrigan really doesn't like it when I help people. She's kind of bitchy like that. Okay, so I've at least got that much.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say.
Smithying?
I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle. I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Because there may not be.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
That's what she said. Oh, let's see. There's Sir Perth over there. I still have to find where the kid vanished. Here we go. Missing child. Make active. I don't remember where to go to find this kid. Caitlin's home.
Right.
So we go right here. Let's see, I believe it's in here.
Go away. This isn't your home.
It
This
is now.
my home. My home, you hear me? How do you know my name? Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it. Maybe. But she just tells me not to be scared, even though she is. She tells me not to be sad, but she keeps crying because Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
You're gonna fight them off from in there, are you?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. All right. I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you?
Aside from
I'll
that,
go back to the Chantry if you really want. I can't tell you. It's a secret.
are you sure?
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Mm-hmm.
In the chest, in Mother's room, Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use that.
I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did.
Hand it over.
You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be alright, even if Mother is dead.
I'll talk to her about it.
Alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Yes, give me your family's heirloom sword. Now, where is this heirloom sword? It's in a chest somewhere. Oh, here's a book. I shall read it. I shall take the time before the siege to read it. Ooh, a chest. Oh, it's a Viridium sword. It's actually got a rune slot, too. And of course, it's a one-handed weapon. Ah, I used a key. Okay, so now I got that part done. Let's go find Sir Perth. There's something else too. Some other guy, maybe over here. Yeah. Okay. All that, I still just had to kick the door in anyway.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home. Apology accepted. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now get out. Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there. Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue? You look more than competent. With you out there, they don't really need me, do they? Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die. Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
How about a persuade? You go and I don't cut off your head. How's that?
And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
How about
Are you
gold?
serious? I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
Okay, go ahead.
You're getting off easy there. But like you say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
There. I got some real fighters out there for the village. And he doesn't have anything for me to take. Nope, nothing for me to take. Okay, we're heading out. Yeah, I thought there was another guy we needed to talk to out here. Now, let's see if we can figure out how to get over there. Go find us a Sir Perth. This way, I think.
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile.
Don't stop arguing on my account. Let's see. Bridge up here, maybe? Yeah, I think that's it. I don't remember what this house is. I sure wouldn't want to live here, though. Garrison? You've got an entire garrison in this house?
Yes? What can I do for you? Very well.
Okay, guess we talk to him later. In the meantime, I'll read his books. And I will open his chest. Oh, no I won't. I will not. I am denied. Yeah, I know, Alistair dinged. I'll deal with that later. Okay.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you.
You shall be avenged.
Is my lord sufficient?
That would be proper.
Very well then, my lord. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
It's not lost, it's just behind the couch.
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
See what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you wish, my lord. May God watch over you.
There's a box, and it's glowing, and it has a longsword. Just a generic, crappy longsword. I'm trying to think. I think there's something up this hill, too. Some stuff or things. I don't really remember. Oh, that's a that. I think it was up there I was thinking about maybe. Yeah, well. Let's head back and find the Chantry. And see if we can get this mystical protection. Protection from the Mysticos. So lately, with the last bit of the Steam sale, I went ahead and bought myself a copy of Elite Dangerous because I was in the mood for it. So I've been playing that a lot. I'm having fun with it. Before I actually started playing it, I decided I wanted to go take a look and see, what it was like. Yeah. I was spending the last of my Christmas cash on it, and I didn't want to go get something that I was going to not enjoy with my Christmas money. Being frugal, And I did some searching on Twitch, and I found a guy's stream as he was playing a little bit of Elite Dangerous. He was starting out with a new character, so it was relatively early in the game. So I'm seeing the early part of the game, which was actually pretty nice. Talk to him about recruiting the
The
dwarf.
repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
100 silvers.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
So I was watching this guy play, and I was his only audience member. That was kind of, hey, don't you shoot at me. Kind of by design. I didn't want to get somebody who was all popular, so I could, ask questions or whatnot. But I found the right guy because he was using this voice attack software, which I hadn't seen or heard of before, but it was really making sense to be able to talk to the ship and get it to do things that you needed it to do.
Who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Yes, you possibly can.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Yeah, it kind of would.
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
I'll be nice.
Oh, how generous we are today, it appears.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
You give me your grandfather's sword? Ooh, yeah.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
And so in addition to, yeah, Morgan doesn't like that either, and I'm down 5 more gold. That's okay, I'll just get more. I don't really care that much. There's always more gold. In addition to the voice attack software, he was also using these voice packs from another company called HCS that are designed specifically for use with Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen. So he's sitting there telling his ship things, and it's verbally responding. Right? So, I mean, in the background, the voice attack is just doing key presses or whatever. Just translating the word into a key press or series of key presses. But it's also, playing, professionally recorded audio files. And when I say professionally recorded, the one he was playing was, the one he was using was called, the pack was named Orion. The voice was Shatner. I kid you not. It was William Shatner. So I checked out their website, and they've got a few other. They've got a Brent Spiner one. They've got a John Delancey one where he sounds like he was being kind of a jerk. So they had several of them in there. So got the game on sale. Got the voice attack software, which was only $10, and then the voice packs are like £10. So it worked out pretty well, and I've been enjoying it. And it's just awesome to be able to talk to the ship, and it talks back and does what I told it to.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
Yeah, 3.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a man of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Give me some magic amulets.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing,
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
So the way the voice packs are is they're written from the standpoint of there being an AI installed in the ship, so they're not acting as if they are the ship. They're just part of this thing that's there. It's pretty cool. They're pretty well done. And there's something on the order of like 1,500 lines for each of them. So it was definitely worth the investment. Now the problem is that I'm playing without a joystick. I'm playing with a mouse and a keyboard, and I'm flying the ship okay, but man, I do not want to get into combat because there's too much rapid change of stuff for not having a joystick. So I requested a joystick for my birthday, which is less than a month from now. I wouldn't be at all surprised if somebody wanted me to have my present early, so I may be using that soon. I've already found the one I want.
So. Are ready to fight at your disposal.
Turns out there's a Thrustmaster that's only about $40.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
These garbage holy symbols.
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah
Master
for
of the
seeing some
Thrust.
sense at last.
Yeah.
There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
I plan to not die.
Good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
Okay. I suppose I could have changed the party composition and brought Sten back in. Having another solid heavy hitter would not actually be a bad thing. Something's coming.
They're coming.
Reminds me a little bit of 13th Warrior.
Make ready!
You know, when you saw the lights coming in. Okay, let us level this guy up. More strength. I'm not going to do that right now. Oh yeah, Overpower's a good one. Oh, no longer suffers an attack penalty while using shield defense. That would also be good. Let's use this one though. Just be ready. It's not really a walking corpse so much as a jogging one. Get on the ground, corpse. Sunder this guy. Morgan level. I think she probably had a spider shape in this. And Alistair, and let's... It's a little prophylactic, but let's go ahead and use that. Take that thing out. And I dinged. Fall on the ground. Pommel strike comes back pretty quickly, so. Everyone jump on all the corpses. Switch this target and mighty blow. Liliana's slightly hurt. Not too bad.
Make a preserver. The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help! Come on! We need to hurry!
Yeah. I get it. We need to hurry as soon as I level up. Oh yes, that's right. Specialization. I still need lots of strength because I need to work on being able to equip heavier armors. Champions. Yeah, definitely this. So, lets out a fearsome war cry, gives nearby enemies penalty to attack. With superiority, nearby enemies are also knocked down unless they pass a physical resistance check. Yeah, I'll take that. And Morrigan can... Oh... Take some more magic. I could go ahead and bump her up to frost weapons now. That would be kind of nice. Of course, healing would also be kind of nice, but I think I'm gonna go for the frost weapons and get her to turn that on. And that works for the whole party. Now that we're done screwing around, let's go help. Okay, Leliana, switch to your ranged weapons. Thought I saw, yeah, that. Why don't you smack the crap out of that? Alistair, why don't you get down there? And Morrigan can... just grasp the shit out of that as I beat it up.
Victory! Show them what we've got!
Okay, switching to this one. And we'll do the shout. Get on the ground. And sunder. No one told you to switch weapon sets.
Have a chance.
Okay, good. She's finally using her ranged weapons. Let's see, sunder you. And she still went back to melee weapons. No, get over here. See Wolf Dog. Man, this is noisy. Do you guys even hear me over this? Not that I'm talking that much. Oh, hey, and a wild Gen Pants has appeared. Gen Pants, I haven't seen you in ages. Where's my pointer? There it is. Okay. Yeah, well, I've only got 4 tactic slots, and I do have Leliana set up as a ranged. Can I pick up the stuff now? I'm gonna pick up so much stuff. And then I can sell it back to the village. Which is funny because I think these are all militia corpses. Yeah, I had to ask because the first night I did this, you couldn't even hear me over the sound of the game. I tweaked the volumes. But that combat was pretty loud, so...
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Oh, that, yeah, they can do that too.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here.
Oh, he didn't make it.
Walk with he who is your Maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
That's too bad.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
How ominous. Let's see, was there anything else I need to loot here? Guess not. See, can I trade with this guy? There's a lot of stuff I could probably sell.
Good to see you in one piece. Do you have news of Velena yet? Well, I'll give it some time. Now's the best time to go into the castle, though, and see for yourself. Remember, a promise is a promise.
A promise is a promise.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Now, I have almost no money. That's fine. Sell all of those. Sell that. The short bows. I'll hang on to that. Oh, I should put this stuff on Leliana. Well, it's gloves. That's a tier 2, and that's a tier 1 that can go away. So let's sell him 3 of the helmets, and 3 of the gloves, and 3 of the boots, and 3 of the chest pieces. That's a little better. I got some money out of that. And anything else I need to worry about? I could sell this, but I'll just hold on to it for now. Now, I can go to Leliana and actually equip her with some stuff. Put on this hat. Put on these gloves. Oh, she may have the same boots. She has better boots. Put on this armor. Good enough. That's not the door. That's the door. Well, the other one was a door. See, wasn't there a tavern around here too? Yeah. Up there. Okay. I don't remember if there's anything in here significant. I think there is, but I can't remember. It's been too long. And I'm not an expert at this game. There's a gossip.
If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I get you?
Well,
Right,
see what you
got
have.
some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
I remember in the past just buying up all of the small health poultices is not a bad thing. And he's only got one of these, I'll get that too. I can get some ale, and that's a gift. Counts as a gift. Injury kits wouldn't be bad. Regular health poultices. Okay, I'm going to read that because somebody does herbalism already, so I don't care about making dog biscuits right now, so militia.
Anything I can get you?
Serving winch. I should
Good
go.
luck to you then.
Okay. Now let's go meet up with Bantegan. See if we can get into the castle. But I don't know that I'm certainly not going to have time to do the whole castle tonight. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get and how far I should try to get. I'm going to climb this stupid hill again. Saving.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
That's convenient.
I knew you would choose to enter the castle instead of staying in the village. And we needed warriors. I'm sorry if I... Maker's breath.
Tigan. Thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde.
It's only a model.
You're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
This could be this is definitely an ambush.
What? Who is this man, Tigan?
This man.
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell.
Everything is safe.
Then there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living.
You don't say.
The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
You're his mother. Tell him what to do. Jeez, lady.
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation. An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me?
You were not telling me the whole story,
I do
lady.
not understand what you mean by this evil. Did it create the walking corpses? What is it?
Something the mage unleashed. So far, it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Demon?
I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon?
You did say there was a mage involved.
I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tegan. Please.
Yeah, what about this
He
mage?
is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logains hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say.
Saying I would know. Do not know, so cannot say.
For Connor's sake, I promised I would return quickly and only with Tegan. Tegan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Well, there's the only conversation option. I guess
The
I'll
king
choose
is
it.
dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable.
Oh, you have
Isolde,
no
can you
idea.
excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
I don't trust her.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
That's it? It's up to me?
I wish I knew. I don't know any more about this evil force than Isolde seems to. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you.
That's
I
a
don't
good
think
point.
there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can.
Full me dab.
Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
I don't believe that.
You are a good man. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
So we are just going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer.
He wants to.
Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Goodbye and good luck. Well, I can at least get into the castle. Not before I kick over this crate. A love letter. Correspondence interruptus. I'm not really going to go read it, so... Here we go. Secret passage door that nobody can see because it's under 2 pieces of hay. 2 pieces of hay. Okay, we're inside the castle. Let's start poking around. That would be the way back out. I'm not going to get very far into the castle, but... Okay. Switch back to ranged attack. And beat the snot out of that guy with your bow. Well, with the arrow from your bow. Just run out. Just run out. Morgan, do whatever you do.
Ready for action.
This corpse is enraged. It's angry that it's not allowed to lie. Okay.
Hello? Who's there?
Is there anyone alive out there?
Nope.
Wait, you don't look like the Arlessa's guards. Are you from outside the castle?
Possibly.
You've spoken to her? Then you know what I did. I'm not proud of my deed. Poisoning Arl Eamon was what I was hired to do. Lady Isolde had no idea when she took me in to tutor her son, of course.
Why shouldn't I kill you now?
I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot.
So why did you do that?
I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arl Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
That's bad.
You, a blood mage? Truly? I would never have guessed.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts, and they condemned me to death for it. I thought Loghain was giving me a chance to redeem myself. But he's abandoned me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart,
Pretty
and I'm
much.
responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to. Connor had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea.
I think I understand.
I never meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage
What's
free.
going on with my face
Better
there?
to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
He wishes to redeem himself. Doesn't everyone deserve that chance?
Like yourself, you mean?
Everyone deserves a chance to redeem themselves in the Maker's eyes. This man, no less than any.
I don't know. He is a blood mage.
Give me a chance, please.
I think I'm going to let you stay there for now.
Then I will wait. If you change your mind, I will be here.
Well, obviously you'll be there because I'm not letting you out. I think I saw something glowing in the next room. Yep.
This should be easy enough.
Pile of filth. And I am just about ready to call it a night. Oh, we have to end on combat apparently. Okay, let's see what we can do here. They're already on us, so I don't care if Leliana starts doing melee now.
Let's get started.
Alright,
Have at
There, yell at you. Nope.
Try not to be too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
I think we work well together.
Okay, now I can loot this stuff.
This should be easy enough.
It should be easy enough. A note. A rolled up note. I'm not going to go into the codex and read it, however. If there was something important, it would tell me. Splint mail boots. My chainmail boots are better. Okay. So this is the way up to the main floor. This looks like a good place to stop because there's probably a combat up at the top of the next level. So go ahead and save this. And that is that. So managed to get through the little fight with the little corpses attacking Redcliffe Village in the middle of the night every night, and got through that. Next week we'll be able to finish what's going on here in the castle, and then head on to the next thing. I'm not sure which direction I'm going to go after this, whether I'm going to go for the mages or the dwarfs or the pointy-eared freaks. Not sure. There's plenty of time to think about that. Plus, we can always go do Levi Dryden's side mission. So, yeah, have a good night, Zanzibar. So, as usual, it should be next Monday, like normal. But I got nothing else to add. So, I'll just say thank you to everybody. I'm glad you could be here and enjoy my ramblings. And somebody go kick Josh and tell him it's time to get up and go to bed. So, I'll see you guys later.